Hi, welcome to this video on the IIM Shillong's IPM program, Integrated Program in Management, started by IIM Shillong in this very year 2025. And yes, before we go ahead, the photo that you are looking at is the picture of actual campus of IIM Shillong. It is in Shillong, so you understand the sheer, by the sheer virtue of it being in Shillong, you'll understand how beautiful the campus is going to be. So yes, this is the actual photo of IIM Shillong's campus. Yes, so Shillong also, like a few other IIMs, started their IPM program. They've just started their IPM program. We are currently shooting this video in the last quarter of 2025. So it's been a month or two. Students have just reached their Shillong's campus, the very first year, the very first program that the students have gone. Okay, so yes, they started. First batch is 2025. They'll graduate in 2030. Shillong also, like other IIM programs, is a dual degree program. So you work with a bachelor's and then you follow it with an MBA. So years 1 to 3 you study there for the first 3 years. You work out with a BBA degree. If you choose to stay back for the 4th year and exit after 4th year, you get BBA in honors, and you finish your 5 years, you get BBA and MBA. Okay. So very much as per the NEP style. Okay, so this is what we in fact just discussed. Year 3 is BBA, year 5 is MBA. Very important, as what NEP has mandated for all the institutes. You may choose, although I sincerely hope you don't have to do that, but you may choose to exit after year 1 or year 2 also. If you exit after year 1, you get a certificate in management. That year or that 1 year of studies does not really go waste as per NEP now. Should you choose to finish your year 2 and drop out, you get a diploma in management. You finish your year 3, you work out with bachelor's. You finish your year 4, you work out with bachelor's with honors, and year 5 will get you your MBA. Okay, so yes, so Shillong has completely implemented the NEP 2020. Okay, now they've also come out with something very interesting. Okay, the way that they are going to teach the subjects, the way that the students have to learn the subject is something that is interesting. If you have a look at here, what they are calling it, as per their own official website, is a core cognate modular framework. Okay, the core is majorly the theory subjects, where it is covered, or rather implemented in a way where 80% weightage is given to theory, 20% is practical. The cognate module is where the balance is exactly halfway, 50-50, 50% theory, 50% practical. And the modular things, okay, subjects which are experiential in nature, elective in nature, have 80% practical and only 20% theory. Okay, and the way that they say that they are going to implement is also interesting. It is not going to be a normal inside the 4 walls of a classroom teaching, but more of an experiential in nature. Okay, so that's what Shillong is trying to do, which I think is really exciting and really the need of the hour right now. Okay, the way our education is evolving, the way the industries are evolving, we really need to go towards more and more practical based learning, practice based learning, obviously not compromising on the strong foundation of our theoretical concepts. So yes, program phases. The first phase, the years 1 to 3, is the BBA phase. Very important is this, they are implementing it in a semester based learning, and not like some other institutes which also choose to do it in a trimester pattern. Okay, honors is the year 4, advanced BBA studies for deeper specialization, and finally the 5th year, which is MBA, that is trimester based. Okay, integrated with the postgraduate program. What is very important is that Shillong in the 4th year offers very interesting options to the students. In the 4th year, student can choose to do a corporate internship. Student can choose to go for abroad with one of their partner institutes for a student exchange program, or the student may choose to do the coursework. So we will talk about that in detail also a little later, but yes, that's what Shillong is doing different vis-a-vis all the other IIMs who are offering their IPM program. So yeah, diverse subjects. They have like a range of, I think, more than 75 electives in the first 3 years. These subjects cover the domains of decision making, money market and economics, behavior and management of business, okay, intelligent enterprise, so AI, ML, digital marketing, cyber security, all of these the latest buzzwords they are trying to cover here. And this is the most interesting thing that I don't think, at least as of today, any other IIM is doing in the country. Indian knowledge systems, they claim that they are actually going to talk about, teach Indian aesthetics, ethics from Upanishads, indigenous knowledge, yoga perspectives, home strategies. They are going to take subjects from Vedas, from Upanishads, and actually deliver it in a management classroom. So it remains to be seen how they are going to do it. But I am really excited to send my students to IIM Shillong for this particular thing. It genuinely, if they do the way that they are going to, if they do the way they are telling they will do, they will be able to amalgamate the traditional wisdom with the modern management principles. So this is something that is really interesting and can add a very interesting dimension, very interesting perspective on your CV also. Okay, so this is something that I think Shillong is doing different and is also exciting at the same time. In the last 2 years, students have the opportunity to delve deeper into the specific areas of interest, which is elective based specialization, functional areas like finance, marketing, operations, HR, all of that are open anyway, like any normal MBA would have been. But they also have a few electives on the emerging fields like sustainability, digital transformation, business analytics, and everything. Okay. This is, I think, one of the interesting slides that I could come out with when I was researching this program. You start with the if you see at the very bottom, what they do is they have an induction module, 10-day module, as soon as you land on the campus. This is before you even begin your first year. Okay, that's an induction module. Year 1, 60 credits you have to accumulate in all, and at the end of year 1 itself, there is a 10-week community internship. Year 2, 64 credits you are supposed to accumulate by the combination of various subjects, and there is a summer internship or a startup internship. Year 3 is 56 credits and again another summer internship. Year 4, 50 credits with flexible options, like, very important, what we discussed a little earlier. Students can choose to either stay on the campus, do their coursework. They can go out in the industry and work for a 8 or a 10-month apprenticeship, or they go for an exchange program abroad, outside India. Okay, and year 5 is the 60 credits of advanced coursework. So this, I think, is an interesting thing that a student can do. I generally feel student should choose either an apprenticeship or an exchange program. It's a leap, it's a huge leap in terms of exposure when you try and work, when you try and go and study in a foreign context with a foreign culture and all of that. It like really opens up our ideas, our thoughts, our perspectives on how the world is. Okay, so that's a really game changer. If students get opportunity, I would definitely want to push my students to take that. And this is a slide only on my favorite part of any IPM program, which are the internships. Okay, starting with what we just saw in the previous slide, after year 1 there is a first community internship. Okay, 4-week internship, so it's not a very internship on the when you just scratch the surface and come out. It's a proper 4-week fully immersed internship, focused on community engagement and social impact, and not really working with any corporate. So you will be made to work with the local NGOs there, or maybe nearby remote rural areas or something like that. After year 2, there is a startup internship, or they also call it summer internship. It's at 6 weeks, so 1.5 months. Okay, exposure to startup environments or corporate summer projects. This is after year 2. After year 3, another 6 week second internship of startup or the summer internship. So generally, students who really do well, they keep going back to the same company. So if you do your summer internship here in the same company, you go back and do your summer internship here. You are about to graduate, you finished your bachelor's. The company is not going to shy away from offering you what we call as a PPO in the MBA parlance. It's a pre-placement offer. Okay, so even before you get into MBA, even before you complete your MBA, good students generally have a job ready with them. Okay, so that's there. And year 4 is flexible apprenticeship. This is what we had discussed in the previous slide also. Options for a 3, 6 or a 9-month industry startup apprenticeships with credit equivalence, offering significant practical experience. This is the year 4 that we had discussed. So this also is something that is unique to IIM Shillong and definitely should be considered. Okay. So yes, I think they have a very rich ecosystem of internships. They have a very interesting thing on Indian knowledge systems, and they have a very interesting option for the 4th year of the IPM program. So yeah, this is what makes Shillong interesting for me. Program fees and all, this is just, we are into the first 3-4 months of the program. The first batch is obviously 5 years away from their placements, but we can look at the current MBA placement numbers and just get a broad idea of how good Shillong's placements are. But before we get there, we first go through the fees of the program. The tuition fee as of now is roughly 3.8 lakh rupees per year for the first 3 years. The last 2 years are when students reach there. So for example, this batch in 2028-29, when they reach their first year of MBA or the 4th year of the IPM program, the prevailing fees will be the fees for them. Okay, going to the placement numbers, the average CTC that Shillong currently has is a good 26.5 lakh rupees per annum. It's an average number. Median is exactly 25. Median is a slightly better indicator of the salary. Half of the batch is over 25 lakhs. So even if you are in the top 50% of the batch, you will walk out with a placement of more than 25 lakhs. That's a big thing. Okay. The highest placement went on to 71 lakhs. This number we may want to ignore. Might be the top 1 or 2 students in the batch, but these two are more real indicators of the placement numbers. Yeah, and the current recruiters that are there at Shillong for all the different kind of roles. So you have the biggest names in the world right now, not country. Bain, McKinsey, Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, JPMC, Microsoft, EY. All of these, they very not only the money that they are going to offer, but also the roles that they bring along are really good. And these are some of the should be in your dream list of companies that you want to work with. So yeah, coming to the USP of the program, all in all, if I have to summarize the program, it is holistic and it is multidisciplinary. Why do I think that it is holistic is because it integrates Indian philosophies, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and Dharma with the management principles that are relevant today. So contemporary management emphasizing ethics and indigenous knowledge systems. It has completely, to the truest sense, implemented NEP 2020. You can walk out of the program after any year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and you will not walk out without anything. You will always have something that you get, a certificate or a diploma or a bachelor's degree or a BBA honors or an MBA. Okay. Pedagogical innovation is what I think, because of the core cognate modular framework that we saw. So the way that they say that they're going to implement this particular program, so I think that's a real distinction of the program. Vision for the future and the unique element. So that's what I said, that the way they are going to implement the modular framework, the way they are trying to assimilate the age-old Indian wisdom, and the option for the students to get into the corporate and do like a 9-month corporate internship in their 4th year is something that really makes the IPM program at Shillong stand out for me. So I really hope that they do a better job than what they have already claimed or mentioned on their website, because it's going to be in the benefit of all the students. So yeah, all in all, I am really excited to see how the program shapes up. I genuinely think that you should also give a serious shot at getting into IIM Shillong for its IPM program. So yes, I hope this video has helped you little to get an understanding, or maybe have a sneak peek of what the program is at IIM Shillong. So thank you, and all the best.